Hello everyone and welcome to this first episode of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep. It's a series I've wanted to do for a long time, and historically Kingdom Hearts hasn't been that well received on my channel, but seeing as how the Kingdom Hearts 2 randomizer did so well, and then the Vanitas series so far is going very well as well, I figured, Vanitas, let's tie in some Birth by Sleep with that. We talked about it a little bit in the Discord, and I got pressured into doing critical mode, so that's going to be fun. Another thing that's going to be fun here is, I don't want to have vibrations, I don't like vibrations, that sounds weird. Another thing here is that I'm going to shut up for the cutscenes. It's going to be a story-based Let's Play. Just want you guys to be aware of that. We're going to skip this first one because copyright. And then we also are playing a non-Japanese version. So cross and circle are reversed back to what I'm used to. But now I'm used to the Japanese layout, so it's gonna be a little bit bothersome for me to switch back and forth since I've got two Kingdom Hearts series going at the same time. That being said, I think we've got a cutscene to listen to here.
This world is just too small.
There, you see, an empty world, like a prison. I imagine you will be right at home.
Who's there?
I'm not entirely sure if I should be talking over the little bit of the the downtime in the cutscenes here. I'm probably going to. Also, I noticed that there's a lot of noise in my audio. That's because I have my PlayStation and my microphone stand very close together, so the vibrations from the PlayStation are coming through into my microphone, which is not ideal, but we're going to have to deal with that because I don't really have a lot of other options. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a brand new heart. Exposition. That's the thing.
Why are you in my heart?
Because Nomura wrote this. And if you're not connected to Xehanort, you gotta be connected to Sora. That's just how this works.
Yeah. That was my light.
Going forward, obviously, we replace Xehanort in a sense with Lucio, most likely.
The little I have left is slipping away. Huh?
I hope you all appreciate this, by the way, because this series is now going to take up more editing than Pokemon. So we'll get into a couple of things a little bit more in a moment. In a moment, I mean pretty much like right now. I'm going to play the Terra story first, and then by the end of the Terra story, I will decide whether or not we will continue into the Vanitas story. Because if you guys absolutely hate this Let's Play, I'm not going to keep going with all three storylines, which is also part of the reason why I wanted to pick Birth by Sleep, because I can just yeet the series after one of the 3 storylines. If you guys do enjoy it, however, I'll just keep playing the entire game and also play the epilogue and the secret episode and just like everything. And this might also like just be a fun way to maybe, if you guys are into this idea, play the entire Kingdom Hearts series in chronological order, because I've never actually done that before. I've always played them in release order. I've never played them in chronological order. Obviously, we would have needed to do some back cover to the movie first. It's not really a game, and I don't really want to play mobile games on the channel. So this is the first, like, actual game, chronologically speaking, in my opinion. The other games are definitely canon, just, like, I'm not going to play them, because they are microtransaction filled. I don't know about Dark Road yet, but I know about, like, the Keyblade, like, Union Cross, or whatever name it has these days. It's filled with microtransactions. It's really kind of boring. So, not going to be playing that for a series, but we could move on to, like, 0.2 after this, and then Kingdom Hearts 1, and then just go through the entire thing again. I mean, yes, I will have to play Days at a certain point again. We might just skip that, because I don't like Kingdom Hearts Days at all. And we might also skip Coded, because while I like Coded, it seemed like it was a lot more important than it actually is. Now that Kingdom Hearts 3 is out, Coded is not really that important. So we might skip... we definitely would skip Days. We might skip Coded. But let's not get ahead of ourselves here. First, let's get through the first storyline of Birth by Sleep and see if we actually do the entirety of Birth by Sleep. And then by the end of that, let's see if we actually move on into Kingdom Hearts 1. I kind of have my doubts about at least the second one. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. The pacing of this series is going to be a meteor shower. The pacing of the series is going to be very much the same as I've been doing with the Kingdom Hearts 2 series I've just finished and started again. And that is one world an episode. So we're going to do everything Land of Departure here, which means the tutorial and the opening story. And then next episode we're going to go into the first actual world and then just one world an episode from there. There's going to be a couple of episodes which might be a little bit dicey, because obviously we've got when we fight Vanitas at the Badlands. I think that's as Vantas, not as Terra. But just as an example, it's a really short encounter, and then you go to, I think, the Mysterious Tower after that. There's some real short worlds in there which I just like might throw in with either the end of an episode or the start of an episode. And oh my god, I forgot how absolutely huge all the characters are on screen in this, because obviously originally this was a PS2 game, right? Originally there wasn't a lot of resolution to work with, so having played a lot of Kingdom Hearts 2 and some Kingdom Hearts 3 lately, I forgot how absolutely humongous these characters look on screen. They're so big. Also, instinctively I did press circle there. To attack. That's not going to do much for me. I think what the circle actually is. Circle is jump. Okay, so that's going to be annoying. Command DAC. I don't know if I can really do much with this, honestly. I wish. I mean, I understand why you can't skip the tutorial. No, I don't, actually. I do not understand why you can't skip the tutorial. Because this is the reason I can't skip the tutorial personally, like me as a person in this situation, is because I should have probably done this off screen before starting this episode, but hey, what do you know? There are some minimal, but they are there, story elements in this prologue tutorial. So to a certain extent, I guess we do need it, but I don't understand why you can't skip it because of that. Oh, I didn't mean to skip that. That was... Oh, I'm so sorry. That's muscle memory. I did not mean to skip that. That is... Oh, that's stupid.
Tomorrow's the exam. Anybody want to spar?
I can take it.
So yeah, that's where Terra and Aqua get introduced to us. That is That is horrible. I'm going to have to not do that. If possible. Because that was real bad. So I just actually realized, oh no, this is still critical mode. I was gonna say, I think I just realized that, in fact, there's... Why do I not damage it? Oh, because I'm trying to learn shot locks, that's why. Oh, I'm trying to learn to block, even more basic. But I don't have any other save files on my PS4 because I had to... I don't know why actually. I think I played these games originally on my previous PS4, the like normal PS4, and then I got a Pro, which I've never played these Kingdom Hearts games on. I mean, Kingdom Hearts 3 I have on here, but other than that, I don't have any of my games on it. And I didn't transfer myself. Also, that is like, could you put her ass more on camera? That shot is just like, wow. Please don't do that anymore. And I didn't transfer like my save data and stuff like that from my original PS4. So that's why I have to redo this now. Because, well, because I was being stupid, pretty much. But I honestly do still think that even though I don't have any save data or any completed save data or anything like that, I should just still get the option, do you want a tutorial or not? And maybe it does give you that and I just mashed through it. That is very much possible. Choose a character for this fight. I'm gonna go with Vantas because Vantas is probably my favorite of the three to control. Because he's just agile, dude. I mean, he's just Sora. That's what he is, realistically speaking. He's Sora. Also, he's got Strike Rate and Quick Blitz. But Terra's got Sliding Dash, which is really, really good. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember a lot of the recipes for commands. I will be using Google to look those up. Because, want to spar again? No thanks, I just want to get on with my life. Because, especially now that we're in critical mode, I'm probably going to want to, at least for like end-game purposes, want to have a deck with like Fire Surge and Kuraga Field. Probably like one Kuraga, and the rest just like Fire Dash or Thunder Dash or Surge, I mean, with Fire Boosts as abilities equipped, because that is just literally the best deck you can build in this game. For Terra, at least. For the others, you could argue that the mines, especially for Aqua, you've got Seeker Mine, which is so good. It's kind of like Balloon Guard from Dream Drop Distance. That could be better, but it's also a lot more like tricky and difficult to make. Because you actually have to make it. Create new system data, sure. Whereas if you get one of the Surge moves, you can just buy the rest of your deck.
Hey, we're gonna head back.
Yeah, me too.
Together. Always.
That would be the last night we ever spent beneath the same stars.
Until Kingdom Hearts 3, that is! Which was close to 10 years after this game. I'm not talking about in the timeline, I'm talking about release dates. Seriously. I think it was like 9 years later. So... And we all kind of expected Kingdom Hearts 3 to be the next game after this one. As a matter of fact, before this was released, like confirmed to be Birth by Sleep, we thought the trailer for this was Kingdom Hearts 3. And we were very confused about why Roxas was frozen by an old goat man.
Mickey, I cannot shake the feeling something terrible is about to transpire.
And here we choose whether we want to be Terra, Ventus, or Aqua for our first playthrough of this game. We're gonna go with Terra because story, like structure-wise, you're supposed, quote unquote, supposed, you can play them in any order and it'll make sense. But the story is definitely written in such a way that they expect you to do Terra, Ventus, Aqua in that order. Also, Aqua is like the epilogue and then the secret episode. It's both Aqua, so it'd be weird if you like do Aqua first, then the other two, and then go back to Aqua.
Today you will be examined for the Mark of Mastery. Not one, but two of the Keyblades chosen stand here as candidates. But this is neither a competition nor a battle for supremacy.
It's a battle to become a Jedi.
But a test of heart. Both of you may prevail, or neither.
I mean, it is Mark Hamill,
But I
so...
am sure our guest, Master Xehanort, did not travel all this way to see our youngest prospects in years fall.
And he is definitely Darth Sidious.
I trust you are ready.
He's not voiced by the dude. I don't remember the name at the moment. He's voiced from the dude from Star Trek though, which is kind of funny because you've got like the light side dude is Star Wars, and then the dark dude is Star Trek, which always felt almost intentional to me. Obviously, that is only in the English dub. The Japanese dub doesn't necessarily have that going for it. But I think at a certain point, Nomura said like you should consider the English dub, the phrasing of that one and everything, to be the canonical one, and the Japanese to be an adaptation of it.
No way.
Also, I'm talking over this cutscene. I'm very sorry.
Seeing you two become masters. I'm not gonna miss it now.
He can take care of himself. He's been out there training just as hard as us.
Yeah.
Stay sharp, then.
I could be misquoting that though. I don't exactly remember, but I think I heard Nomura at some point said that the English dub is the canonical one, which, I mean, it's the one that most people know. And I mean, it makes sense to a certain extent because it's also the one that even the Japanese final mix versions go with, English audio. But then again, I have to wonder, if the English is the canonical version, why the fuck did you wait so goddamn long for the final mix versions to release into English-speaking countries? Because kind of seems like a little bit of like, I probably, that is not his choice. It's probably Square Enix saying, yeah, we're not going to release that game again for the like whole world because we can tell these Japanese people everything we like want, but people in America and Europe, they're probably going to be a bit pissed off. We tried to sell them the same game twice, and I don't know if you've noticed, but selling people the same game twice is kind of like Square's business model. Have you seen Final Fantasy VII?
But one must keep a still heart even in the most trying of circumstances. It was an excellent test, one I chose to let unfold. Which brings us to your next trial.
The first part of the game
Terra and Aqua, the two of you will face each other in combat.
is very heavy on cutscenes.
There are no winners, only truths. For when equal powers clash, their nature is revealed. Begin.
I mean, you could have made this playable. You could have made this playable. Is all I'm saying. This does not need to be unplayable. You could have had at least like a fight in here and then start the cutscene at this point. You could have done that. Would have been a lot more fun. Because so far, we're 20 minutes into this, and I think like 15 minutes of that might have been cutscenes.
Reached a decision. Terra,
Not quite, maybe 10.
Aqua, you both performed commendably. However, only Aqua has shown the mark of mastery.
I just love Terra's expression, just like instantly changing.
Sufficiently in check. But there is always next time. That is all.
That's probably one of the funniest moments to me in
newest
Kingdom Hearts.
Keyblade
Is like
Master,
the
you are
instant,
entitled to certain
what the fuck
knowledge.
face Terra makes.
Please wait here for further instruction.
Hey,
Terra, I'm sorry.
The darkness. Where did it come from?
So there's probably going to be like a little bit of talking over the cutscenes because there is still
He ain't gonna cut it. Somebody's
still subtitles. So if I talk over them, you can still read. And most of you guys, if not all of you guys, probably have played / watched this game before. So
I know that.
there will be like, I won't be skipping the cutscenes other than one I skip by accident, but I won't necessarily shut up during all of the cutscenes either. I'll try to not talk over them too much, but sometimes I will. Especially if you've got like episodes like this, which are very cutscene heavy. I'm not just gonna upload cutscenes with like 3 minutes of commentary in between. Because that's what a reaction channel would do. And I'm not a reaction channel.
I know I'm strong enough to hold it.
I like to like actively bring entertainment.
You are indeed strong. The darkness is nothing to fear.
Oh, it's the good voice of Xehanort. No disrespect meant, but and I know that you can't have dead people voice characters, sadly.
Him forever, and still, you would never.
But this voice is so much better than the replacement voice. I mean, I'm glad that Xehanort died in Kingdom Hearts 3, so that we like got rid of that voice actor as well. Just like if the original actor could have like survived a little longer, that would have been nice. And now that sounds like a dickish thing to say, and it kind of is, but I don't like the new voice. I don't think a lot of people like the new voice. Also something about darkness and such. Quite obviously something about darkness and such.
What happened?
I don't know. Why isn't Ven here?
Very well, then. I will send my pupils to investigate. Yes, I understand. Farewell. That was my dear old friend Yen Sid. As you know, he is master no more, but he still keeps a close eye on the tides of...
I want to talk about this for a quick moment before I forget, and we go into the next episode and won't be relevant anymore. If you want to, like, story related, again, the subtitles. His old friend Yen Sid, who is master no more, implying he used to be a Keyblade master. Which makes sense, he trained Mickey, and he is like kind of like the main like guy in training Kyrie and Lee, even though like Merlin and the fairies are doing the actual training. I always, in my like own headcanon, and I'd love to hear what you guys think about this, but I always imagined that Yen Sid was the master that trained Ericus and Xehanort. Now obviously, now that we have Dark Road, we know that is not the case. I don't know what the name of the dude actually is, but like, I think he's pretty much like Odin, which is a little bit weird. But I hope we see something about Yen Sid in Dark Road, because I want to see how that fits in.
So here we are. I need you two to get this situation under control. Eliminate the unversed, and find Master Xehanort. I have unlocked the lanes between. You may use these forbidden pathways to travel between this world and countless others. The darkness looms closer than usual within these spaces, but your armor will protect you. Lastly, remember that order must be kept. You cannot tell anyone there are other worlds. Now go, and fulfill your duty.
Yes, Master.
Terra, consider this an opportunity. A second chance for you to change my mind.
What?
You must know, I care for you like my own son. If I could have my way, I would name you Master in a second. But how can I, when you are so obsessed with power? Terra, you mustn't be afraid of losing. Fear leads to obsession with power, and obsession beckons the darkness.
He even sounds a little like Yoda.
Thank you, Master. I swear, I will not fail you again.
Terra!
It's okay.
Still want to see Sora and Riku. Well, mostly Riku at this point, because Sora seems to be like mostly dead for the foreseeable future. Spoilers. In that armor, in their version of the armor. Surely they must have the possibility to do that. And I bet Riku, especially with his car keys, would have really sick armor and gliders. And we forged a D-Link with Ventus. We all know how D-Linking works, I'm not going to explain it. And with Aqua, the Ventus one, very useful. The Aqua one, it exists. Next time, Enchanted Dominion. We did about half an hour today. I think next episode might be a little bit shorter, because I've done the Terra route in like speedrunning a little bit. Way ago, and not any time like recent at all. And that was on beginner mode, not on critical mode, so that's going to make things a little bit more difficult, but I, as a result, do know some pretty like efficient things, and it's been a while, so there's probably way better routes by now that I don't know of. So especially the Terra ones, for the World as Terra, I'll probably be fairly quick in. But we'll do one more episode. So this was a Land of Departure, the first episode of Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep as Terra. Next episode, we'll have Enchanted Dominion. Until then, don't forget to leave a like, comment and subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed this video. Also, do let me know if you want me to like talk over the cutscenes, shut the fuck up during the cutscenes, just skip the cutscenes. I probably won't be doing the last one. Because I'm not entirely sure what to do with them. I'm likely going to record the next 3 episodes of this before this one goes up. Because there's like a heatwave coming, and I prefer not to be recording during a heatwave, because that might actually make for some very interesting episodes, or some very, very bad ones. So I'm going to record about a week ahead, so that I don't have to record in the middle of a heatwave as much. So the feedback for that might be like implemented with a little bit of a delay, but I'm very curious to hear what you guys think about what I should be doing with the cutscenes. I'll see you back next time. I'm a vlogger. You've been awesome. As always, bye.